today, but did go down to Young Yakov in the first round. But now we are here with our fresh best of 3.
As we are on Ultra Love, where ultras go to make love. We're in the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Poland, right?
Yeah.
Get it. Playing for onside?
Hmm?
It is our blue. What?
Offside.
Offside. Why did they do this to my brain? It is our blue Protoss. Give it up for Krystianer.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the red Zerg player from the land of Australia representing the Cranky Ducklings, as he's one of our own. It is Oreo.
Every time there's like a pair of two StarCraft teams that have like names so similar that they get confused in my brain. It started with the Psionic Aftermath and Psyx. It was like the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have there was another one that I heard about recently that got confused.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot. There's like Born Gosu and Team Gosu, right? Like that's a thing.
Yes.
Everyone's Gosu.
I think on SDO I talked about it with Kuro. There was another like two teams that were like very similar in names.
Yeah. For this, it's a little bit different because Offside Esports is like the academy team,
predictions,
or like the B stream of Onside Esports. So like
predictions.
That's probably why you would confuse them, which is totally understandable. Like the same team in a sense. But yes, as you were saying, if you're in the chat, hope you're ready because predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we settle in.
We totally remembered predictions. We did not forget it at all.
Yeah, we got there.
It never happens.
As we have
it's this good. We don't have delay, so that helps.
As we do have our Stargate opening here, so standard opening here by Krystianer. Likewise, Hashgas pull out of Oreo, so we're just going to be settling in. Nothing too crazy, nothing too wild in the early game. And I'm excited to see how Oreo does play this out so far. Everything's been looking normal. We haven't had any kind of crazy twists and turns, but I want to believe that we might look to mix things up coming into the ZVP.
He's used to playing against Stargate openers.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really sure how much is that in the meta, or how long has it been in the meta.
Yeah, that's
yeah, right.
Yeah, that's a good thing to point out, just because Oreo has been inactive, right? He hasn't been playing too much StarCraft over the past year, only recently coming back to the game. But thankfully, as you mentioned, like Stargate openers has been around for a long time. Like it's nothing crazy, nothing new in the meta, not yet.
Wasn't there in the past year a change to the Oracle or something?
The
Or am I
engineer charge.
confusing it with another unit? Oh, right. Yeah, you can recharge them, so they're even more nasty.
Yeah. Speaking of, it's getting nasty. It's
the wrists are bleeding. The wrists.
Yeah, Z1 Oracle does it between every single base. 11 drones going to be going down. Oreo getting punished here for no spore in the main base. Likewise, Queen's having a hard time keeping up, and the Oracle even survives.
This is what I was referring to. Does Oreo know that this is like a thing now? That is almost guaranteed in PvZ.
I'm sure
because he was not prepared for this at all.
Yeah, he had queens, that is true, but as you mentioned, like that was insane damage here. Behind this, we do see Krystianer going for a delayed third expansion. Delayed for what? For his patented follow-up Archon drop opener.
If you don't like losing drones, you don't want to go up against that.
Yeah, this is something that a lot of the Polish Protoss players did popularize over the past year, is Stargate opener into Archon drop. Krystianer is very fond of this, Mana is very fond of this, Geralt does mix into it every now and then, but the Temple Archives is done, and the Archons are on the way.
Well, it does catch the Morphine here, so at least he knows that it's coming. Roach Warren is about to finish. So far, he's stuck on Zerglings. He does get a couple of more queens, so that he might have something beefy to handle this, but I don't know if he's ready.
Yeah, I mean, these Archons, they hit earlier than normal. You know, that is one of the strengths of this opener of this build. They head towards the mineral line. So far, the queens, they do hold their own, but 2 drones going to be going down. Lings and Roaches are on the way, but another queen is going to fall. No more transfuse.
Well, one of the Archons does get low on health, has to be picked up by the Warp Prism, but a couple of Zealots, no charge, just Zealots, just normal ones. They're gonna be a bit of a backup. Oreo does go for the backstab at home, gonna catch a few probes, so that's good value there, but it does gonna get cleaned up while this push is actually turning into a bigger push than you might expect. This isn't just a drop, this is an actual attack. No, gets recalled.
Yeah, Krystianer, he saw an opening. Like, usually you don't commit with this. That's why those are slow lots, not even with charge. So he just found an opportunity, got a little bit more damage, hunting down more overlords, and he will be eventually forced back. But so far, this has been very successful for Krystianer.
Yeah, does manage to kill a few overlords as well. That severely supply blocks Oreo, which is very nasty at this point, because he wants to rebuild everything. He wants to get a good roach count going on. He wants to remake workers, but he's just it's gonna get delayed because he needs those overlords.
Yeah, it is going to be heavily delayed here. Now we have the next step on the way. Krystianer should be building up towards his Immortal production, towards Storm eventually as well, and moving out with a ground-based death ball of an army. Oreo right now is still trying to keep up and trying to recover from these Archons.
Yeah, he's been taking a beating the entire game, just one hit after another, and this is not really where you want to be. 3 bases for the Zerg against the 3 bases of a Protoss? No.
Yeah, and I will say that this build is very stylistic to a lot of the European Protosses, so I definitely don't blame Oreo for getting caught off guard by these Archons and by this follow-up. Again, it is not typically done by the Koreans or by many of the NA players either, so this can be a little bit unusual to go up against, especially if you have been on a bit of a break, but here comes that follow-up. Here we go, the Immortals are moving out. Storm was not researched, so no Storm, but instead Mass Immortal, Archon, and Charge Lot. For now, slow lot.
Between 3 Archons, it does have enough AoE to deal with at least the Zerglings without that much problem, so I don't think he even needs Storm.
Oh yeah.
Storm really wouldn't be doing too much here, but Charge is about to finish, and a +1 ground weapons. Gonna be super dangerous.
Yeah, the upgrades are about to finish up. We just see Krystianer moving in. Oreo, he's trying to get ready here with his Concave of Roaches. He has a couple of Ravagers here, which can help things out, but the army does force its way through. And again, that is 4 Immortals.
Does have the ability to take down these force fields, but it takes some time, and it just doesn't find the angle, and Krystianer just keeps on pushing forward. With the warpings of charge lots, he can continue the push pretty much indefinitely, as much as he wants.
Yeah, as he just zones the main army away. At the same time, he got into the mineral line of the 3rd base. 8 drones did go down, and now he's just going for the kill, going for the throat. The Roach one is exposed and going for the warp in here in the face of Oreo.
Good use of the warp prism to micro these units. Krystianer manages to push forward, losing very little of his actual high value units. And this push just is inevitable and cannot be stopped. Yeah. Even by the wrists of Voltron.
GG, well played. Krystianer does take a lead in the series. Again, a very strong start from our Polish Protoss player, and we'll see if Oreo can bounce back. Again, this is a style that Krystianer is very, very well known for, is the Stargate into Archon drop into Archon Immortal. It can be very difficult to deal with as well, and Oreo is going to have to tighten things up or shift gears and maybe be the aggressor instead against Krystianer.
Which we know he can do. He's a pretty nasty early game cheeser. You know, he can do it. He's done it before.
Yeah, all good, all good. As we are
Frostline is going to be the next map.
Yeah, it is going to be Frostline here for game number 2. Frostline is a bit of a larger map, and that will is a bit of a larger map, and that will help out. Assuming that that's the map that we're going for. Assuming.
Yeah, we have a belay that. Belay that order. You have to say that like Captain Picard.
Yes,
you know?
yes, yes, yes.
Belay that order.
Beautiful.
Sorry, it sounded more like Yoda for some reason. My voice is a little rough. Oh.
So good
We're
was
ley
uncanny.
lines, okay.
Oh, we're gonna lay down some more lines.
Gotta lay them lines. It does occur to me that that's the wrong lay for laying lines.
Nah, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's not the right spelling for what we... never mind. Anyway, elsewhere on the bracket we have Bian advancing to the quarterfinals against Gilliman 2-0, waiting on Lemon and Honmono. We have Trigger advancing against Promi, or Prom, waiting on Young Yakov and Rebellion.
Yeah, waiting for
Things are moving.
Yeah, waiting for his next opponent. So far as you mentioned, right, the round of 16 is well underway. We didn't have our next opponent yet, but it is going to be a Protoss opponent. Geralt and Azura are still facing off, so we'll be getting into that eventually. And again, I'm sure we'll be able to feature some of the other big name Koreans as well. There are some regulars that I'm missing here this week. For the first time in a long time, I don't see Skillus, but I think Skillus might also be scheduled to play in tonight's Wardy event. I know that he is hosting a group stage at the moment, and he does have a group later on tonight.
I do like that Azura's challenge icon is Adept Glaive.
Yeah.
It's like just advertising. All right, we are on once again on ley lines, where lines are being laid, or late, or latent. That's where they get the latency from. In the southwest corner of the map. Don't try to understand. It doesn't mean anything. It all the way from the land of Poland, playing for Offside. Is that the right one?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. There we go. It is blue Protoss, not purple Polish Protoss. The blue Polish Protoss, Krystianer.
And spawning in the right corner, we have the Australian Zerg player, the purple Zerg, representing the Cranky Ducklings from the land of Australia. Down in the series, we'll see if we can bounce back and force the ace match. It is Oreo. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's crazy.
So cute.
Yeah, we're still missing Starduck. One of these days, we'll drag him back into one of these tournaments. One day.
Otherwise known as the brain of Voltron for some reason.
Is that the part that he was? He was the brain?
Yes, he was the brain of Voltron.
Why
so
was-
here's the thing.
why was he the brain?
We have Migs. Migs is the shaft.
Yeah,
That's well known. Patimac is the tip
Yep.
of Voltron.
Yep.
Rio is the wings.
Okay.
Starduck is the brain.
Okay.
Dolan is the right hand. Eric is the left hand. And Oreo is both wrists. That is the lore, according to Yakuzaku. The 16th of September 2022.
God damn it.
That is the of the information that I have available to me.
I love that we have a left and right hand, but we also have the wrists as well. That's great.
Both wrists.
We only have the most important body parts. Only the most important ones.
Yeah, well, we started with the shaft and the tip. That's the most useful items.
God damn it. It's amazing. It's amazing. We need some fan art of what Voltron looks like.
No, I don't. I don't think that applies to TOS.
No. It's okay. We can censor it. It's fine. Just add Migs and Patty Mac's faces, and it'll fit perfectly.
Just put a pixel, just a picture of pixels. It's all pixelated.
Oh no. Now though, Krystianer once again getting into the bases.
Actually, since then we did have all these AI generator images, which we should try to make.
Oh,
see what the shaft of Voltron looks like to AI generators.
Oh no. It would be either amazing or horrifying.
It will be horrifying no matter what. Whether it's amazing or not.
Now that once again we have
Okay,
the Oracle.
Krystianer coming in with that Oracle. This time Oreo much better prepared with a couple of queens waiting. That's gonna lose a few drones, but the Oracle might actually go down. There we go.
Yeah, very nicely done here. Again, didn't have a spore in the main base, but the two queens were nicely in position. 3 drone kills for an Oracle. That is a better trade for Oreo.
We do have a Twilight Council coming out of Krystianer. So we might go again to the Archon drops.
Yeah. Once again, Twilight Council and a Robo before the expansion. So this should be for a Temple Archives. As you mentioned, this should be for the Archon drop.
Apparently there's a team called Gooners.
There's a meme team that's the All Things Protoss Reddit. They started their team league recently, and they made a bunch of teams. And there's a team called the Gooners. There's also a team called the Goobers.
And you think we're bad? Oh, there's a Goobers. Okay, that explains confusion. Like I said, all StarCraft teams come in pairs. That confuse the. What's our pair? What's the Ducklings pair?
The Ducklings?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Is it the one with the camel?
The starving camels?
Is that the one that we get confused? No, there's like a team with a camel logo. That might... Oh, it's an animal logo.
Yeah, that's the starving camels, yeah. Meanwhile, Ori's going for the all-in. So, meanwhile, back at home, drone's going to be going down. Ori, he's losing a lot of workers here. He does have some reinforcements, but for now, he doesn't care. He commits. Moving on with his roaches and with his queens. We have immortal production on the way, but the first immortal is still in production.
Krystianer pumping out a whole bunch of shield batteries, preparing for this. This Nexus might not actually get to stay. There are a couple of archers to defend, but they are pretty much surrounded if they keep on pushing here. Some of the shield batteries don't even get to go up and they get sniped. This might actually work for Oreo. This is a good position.
Shield batteries are going to be going down, Archons are going to be zoned away as well, but what's important here is that the Immortal has arrived. This third base should go down, but can Oreo do more than that? Because he is all in. He lost he lost 12 drones across the map. He barely has an economy. He has to end the game with this push.
Or at least do enough worker damage that he can continue to rebuild his economy while Krystianer is reeling back, but I don't think that's going to happen right now. The shield batteries are up. Can he actually recharge them with this Nexus, or does it need energy?
It does need energy to work there, and meanwhile we do see Pile's going to be connecting, Stalkers do go down, Archon does get picked up, very nice connection, the shield batteries are out of energy, but with the help of this Prism, with the help of the Micro, Krystianer, he can hold on here, oh my god.
Just picking up that Immortal before it dies, and there it is. Krystianer taking the series 2-0.
GG, well played. A very impressive defense there from Krystianer. Again, he forced you all in. He even forced you all in to be a little bit weaker just because drones were going down back at home, so it meant less reinforcements for Oreo. And Krystianer, he does pull off the defense and the offense in game 1 and game 2. GG.